Good evening, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the kickoff message of 2018 with our CEO and founder, Mr. Jack Fallon, and our VP of Sales, none other than Kenny E. Lloyd. We got some really great things happening for 2018. We are excited to bring you some information and really set the tone for 2018. Again, thank you for spending a couple of minutes with us tonight. We will be quick, but we will be impactful. So without further ado, take it away, Mr. Jack Fallon.
Okay, John, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
All right, all right. Well, hey everyone. Gosh, did the year fly by? 2017 was amazing. Truly, truly blessing. We've changed so many lives around the world. Um, everyone knows on this call the stories just go on and on. Every language barrier, every country that we've just infiltrated to change lives, every ethnic group, every gender, you name it. TLC's just done so many amazing things. So first and foremost, I want to thank everybody for 2017. It was an incredible, incredible year. And I look forward to 2018. The list goes on and on as far as what we want to accomplish. I know you have your own list and goals that you want to accomplish. But what this call is about, truly, truly, truly about exciting time in network marketing and being in a weight loss company. I say this every year because it truly is. January to June, you're going to make more money. It's the biggest industry. Weight loss, January to June, around the world, you stand to make the most money, to make the most impact for your family, but make the most impact for everyone around the world. So keep that in mind. This is the most exciting time. So get out there, be a part of this. I can't even put it into words. And any leadership that we have, literally, their businesses just shine through this time. You know, it's January to June. It's all out. People want what we have. They want to lose weight. It's that simple. It doesn't matter where they come from, what they do for a living, or anything. People definitely want to lose weight. So even in network marketing, let's face it, you have so many different companies out there, but if they're not in weight loss, they're really, truly not experiencing network marketing. They're just not. So I'm sure a lot of you have a lot of friends out there that are possibly in a makeup company, possibly in the crying currency company, but they're not having fun like we are over here because they're not involved in a weight loss MLM company. Trust me, trust me, trust me. Contact them. Say, listen, I know you want to do something else. I know you want to do what you're doing, but just join TLC January to June and be a part of something that's bigger and better than anything in the world. It's just truly, truly that simple. Another thing I want to touch on today is that TLC truly has a system for everyone's personality. It doesn't matter if you're a teacher, an introvert, an extrovert, a garbage man, an engineer. It doesn't matter what your background is. TLC has a system for you. So the message of 2018, if you're already in TLC and you're thinking, how should I build my business? Try it. Try something, do something, go to a meeting, go to a webinar, go to a podcast. This business model that we've created over here is just so simple that you will succeed. If one system's not working for you, try another system, because guess what? We have the #1 compensation plan. We have the #1 product in the world. It's just that simple. We've taken all the guessing out. All you have to do is share this. Share the product, share the opportunity. It's just that simple. So many times I think we get caught up in trying to figure out the X's and the O's. We already did that for you. Share the product will sell itself. It's just that simple. So keep that in mind. I wrote down some other notes as well. Because obviously we get a lot of calls and a lot of people are visiting the corporate office this week and next week and throughout the year. What's John Licari say? We're open 16 hours a day. We do tours all day, all night. The TLC corporate office is your office. You guys do know that. You know that message. So please feel free to continue to visit that. But now we're getting a lot of visitors that are new into the marketplace of MLM, and we're getting a lot of visitors that are veterans to the MLM world. So it's a very, very fun time to be involved in a network marketing company like TLC that's focused on weight loss. It truly is, because the stories just come every day. And don't forget, Kenny, and I know Kenny's going to go over this, we still have the #1 product in the world. We still have the #1 compensation. So it's just that simple. Some other questions that I always get asked. Out of all the success that TLC has had, do you have any fears? And, I really don't have any fears, but one of the thing that plays on my mind that I think I have to get this message out to you is that majority of people that you see in TLC, including myself, including our corporate staff, we came from nothing. And what I mean by that is we didn't have a silver spoon in our mouth. So we've had so much success the last 5 years that I believe human nature says is that you tend to be complacent. You tend to get comfortable. So that's my number one fear, is to never let our sales force, our distributors of family, our family of distributors out there, to get comfortable, but also our corporate staff can never, including myself, get comfortable. I know it starts with me. So I guaranteeing you right now, you'll never see me comfortable. 2018, we're hitting it even harder. We're working out. Obviously, we have a system for that. We're working with our minds, our mental, our spiritual, all aspects of our life, starting with me, leading into the corporate team, Kenny Lloyd into the sales force, because guess what? We're never going to get comfortable. We're taking it to another level, and continuously we will. And the reason being is very, very simple. We need to change as many lives in this world as possible. I know you've heard that message a lot, but it never gets old. I went on vacation with my family. A customs lady saw my TLC shirt. She came up to me. She said, "Hey, do you have any tea?" I mean, it's that simple. We're branding the world with what we have right now, but there's so much more we can do. The human mind cannot even calculate how many people there are out there, and we haven't even scratched the surface. But my message again for 2018: do something, because guess what? The products work. And remember, we're never comfortable. We never will be, including myself. It starts with me and then infiltrates right into John Licari's mind and then Kenny. If you see those two guys, I'm on them every day, because guess what? We're never getting comfortable. God bless you. I look forward to seeing all of you, because we have so many meetings, so many tours. Our corporate staff are going to every one of them. I don't care if it's Indiana, Dominican Republic. You will see corporate there, because guess what? We're a part of it. We're a part of you. And you're going to feel the feelings that we have. See you there. Be safe this year. Take care of your family. God bless you, and thank you for 2017, and see you 2018. Thank you.
Thank you, Jack. That was pretty powerful, man. I mean, I knew what you were going to talk about, and you still inspire me daily when I hear you speak, because I know you're so passionate, and that's a great 2018 message. And I know I talked to Kenny a couple times since the new year came in, and I'm really excited about what his mindset is for 2018. And I would like to hear, we would all like to hear from you, Mr. Kenny Lloyd, and kind of what your vision and what your inspiration is for 2018 and 2018 in your mind.
Hey, Johnny, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
All right. Hey, Happy New Year to everybody. Listen, I hope you had an incredible few days off. Hope you enjoyed, being with your families. And just, having some time to really just settle down and get a perspective on what's in the future for you. I had an incredible holiday. I had family come in town and really just got a chance to, man, just exhale. But now it's back to business. And the greatest thing about it is that I didn't start planning for the new year over the holidays. I started planning for the new year 3 months ago. So what is my plan? What do I see for TLC in 2018? Well, let me just start by saying this. I really believe that this company, and I was sharing a perspective with somebody this morning. I believe that TLC is like a kaleidoscope. And when I say like a kaleidoscope, we're not a black or white company. A lot of times people look at black or white. We're not a black or white company. We're a kaleidoscope company. We have so many different personalities. We're so diverse in the people. We do business all over the world. And so given that is that we have different methodologies of having success. I don't think that you can put a finger on one particular thing that we do to have success. I think just like with our products, we don't have one product that gives us success. Of course, the tea is very significant, but we have many other products that people really are having success with. Some people sell one product, other people sell another product that they have their success, but success is relative. So the thing that I want to say is that I see us going into 2018 understanding that there's no such thing as one or two things we're going to do. I think that from a leadership standpoint, and I think from my nationals and above, I think our understanding should be this: that number one, any event that we have across the country or all over the world, especially if corporate is supportive of it, I think we should understand that any event that some leadership does is a TLC event because they're talking about TLC. And I think that number one, we should be, even though we personally might not feel that this is what our personal preference is, because I have personal preferences too, but I think that we should be supportive of the whole because it's not about us, it's about the people. And so, I think that number one, we should be supportive of all of our events. I hear John, I talked to John and Jack, and they said that they're going to be in the field going to different events that, and I don't want to say that are not corporate events because again, I think that you have corporate sponsored events, but I think that you have field events, and I think that they're two in the same, because we're speaking the same language and we have the same goal. So I hear them talking about going to events. I think that we as leadership, we as people in the field, we need to be there and let people know. Let our directors know. Let our executives know. Let our regionals know that we are in support of them. So I know that when we talk about going back to the basics, when we first started our journey in 2014, our goal was, when I say ours, I'm talking about myself, my wife, Shantae, Erwin and Twyla Porters, and Greg and Lanika Scott, was to develop 100 directors. And we knew that if we develop, not create, there's difference between develop and create. Create is manipulate the math. Develop is to help people do home parties and to authentically, why are you laughing, Johnny? to show them how to do home parties, to show them how to sell product and earn the position. That's the difference. So our goal was to develop 100 new directors because we knew that once we did that, our company, our business was going to take off and skyrocket. And it did. It got us to where we are now. So this year, our focus is going to be on you guys, directors, executives, and regionals. You're going to see a change in TLC. It's going to be a change for the positive. You're going to see directors on the stage training people how to earn $250 a week by retailing products. You're going to see people sharing with people how they're maintaining the ranks. The people this year that are going to be on the stage, they're going to be the lower ranks. And I believe that the upper ranks, the nationals and above, we're going to receive our edification and our shine by teaching the people who we're developing by the time we hit the stage how to edify. So it's going to be a switch. The people on the stage are going to be directors, execs, and regionals. And I'm not saying new nationals or new globals won't get played because you will. But for the most part, the nationals above, we will be recognized by the edification of the directors, regionals, and execs that we promote, that we develop from the stage. And it's going to take our business to a whole nother level. So what we have been doing is we've been beta testing a program where we have been selecting qualified, means that you are a qualified director, exec, or regional, and you are earning $250 a week plus. And we have been teaching this group of people how to share their stories and how to teach others how to do the same thing. Because I'm going to tell you that if we focus on teaching people how to earn $250 a week, retailing, and then teaching them how to teach others to do it, listen, you're still going to have problems in 2018, but money won't be one of them. Okay. And then also the solvency of the company. See, when you start talking about retailing and us building this retail models, look, I'm a student of the business, and I look at various companies, and I talk to people at these networking events that have been with the same company for 25 and 30 years, which is unheard of in these days, because in these days, hell, somebody talk to you wrong and you want to quit and go to another company, which is a whole nother story. But I've met people that have been with companies for 20 years that are making like, I don't know, $5, $6, $7 million a year. And they said when they watched people leaving the company, what they did was they stayed and they focused on retail, because they understood that you can't control people, but you can control clients. You can control customers, okay? Because they don't get mad at you, because they only deal with you once a month, and they don't even deal with you. Hell, they're getting an auto ship now, right, Johnny? I mean, right? I mean, they're getting products sent to them. So what's happening is that when you start developing what you can control, which you can control your customers, you can't control the people that you recruit, because again, people come, people go. But because of how great our products are, man, customers don't go anywhere. Ask some of our people, ask Shonda Whitten, ask TK Walker, who's some of the greatest retailers that we have, Coach Lakeisha. You ask some of these people that are directors, execs, and regionals, man, they're making national money retailing. We're going to have people like these people at these events that we're about to have, teaching you all how they're doing what they're doing. So when you start talking about these events, look, we have Atlanta coming up. Listen, if you miss Atlanta, your head is in the game, okay? If you miss Atlanta, your head is not in the game. Tickets are on sale now for Atlanta. You have Atlanta coming up. Listen, we have in February coming up, we have a 2-day directors camp. Listen, and one thing we have to get away from, you got to get away from looking at these different events that are going to benefit, because at these events that are going to be taking place, you're going to have some of the top earning directors, execs, and regionals training you all how to make that kind of money retailing, how to earn 250. So we're going to have to get away from attaching a program to a name. Like, give you an example. John, can I give a couple of examples? We're going to have
absolutely, Kenny. I'm sorry. Go for it.
We're going to have to get away from, attaching 2-4 Success to Stanisha Graham's name, because that program 2-4 Success is benefiting a lot of people, because it's teaching people how to actually develop business online. We're going to have to get away from attaching 3033 to Stormy Wellington, because there are so many people who are benefiting. Listen, I'm not even talking about everybody making money. I'm not even talking about people in the business. There are people who won't even join TLC, whose lives are changing because they're using our products and they're enhancing their bodies, and physically they're better. The 2-4 Success, man, people are going online and but when we start having to make decisions, well, I'm not going to support that because that's Tanisha Graham. I'm not going to support that because that's Stormy Wellington. That is insane, because it's not about supporting Stormy or Tanisha. It is about 2 programs that are taking the company to another level. And John Licari, he will second that. You're talking about 2 programs that are helping to take this company to another level. So it's not about choosing, because both of those programs together, man, they're going to help take us to another level. And I will tell you this, that Kenny Lloyd, I don't care what anybody says. Listen, I am 100% TLC. 100%. Do I support 3033? I do because I know that it works, and I know it has helped take this company to another level. Do I support Two for Success? I support Two for Success because I know it's taking us to another level. I am 100% TLC. In any program that is helping to take this company to another level, Kenny Lloyd will be present. Okay? All right, so we got to get away from hindering our people from participating in programs because we are a kaleidoscope company. You have different personalities. We're not a cookie cutter company. So if I allow my people, if I told my people, you're going to do 30-33, and that's it. And if you're not doing 30-33, then listen, you're not going to get my time. I would be hurting the people. Okay? Because there are people who are doing 30-33 that are doing Two for Success, and their money is going up. There are people that are doing Two for Success that are doing 30-33, and their monies are going up. Their businesses are growing. I don't care what it is if it's a legitimate program that's helping benefit TLC, then you know what? We have to get away from preventing our people from supporting those programs. And because this is a new year, I will tell you, I'm so excited about what's to take place. You know, I know this, and I'm going to say this, John, I'm going to turn it over to you. Listen, I know that, you know, we have a national chat, and I removed myself from the chat, and I want to clear it up publicly that I left that chat, and I didn't leave it because I was upset or I was frustrated. I left because it's a new day, and there's a new chat that I'm going to start, and that chat is going to be a very authentic chat, and in that chat is going to be a chat room that is full of edification, stories. See, I don't want to be in it. I don't want to see a chat where it's banners and about this call and that call, because I'm going to tell you, calls, these calls and those calls, man, those calls don't make a lot of money. What makes money is being in the midst of the people. In 2018, Kenny Lloyd is going back to the streets. Okay? You're going to see me in living rooms. I'm telling you, you're going to see me in living rooms more than you're going to see me in front of big rooms. All right? I am going back to the basics. I'm going to lead by example. I just got a place in Atlanta. I'm going to be spending a lot of time developing that Atlanta market. Okay, so I removed myself from the chat, and I'm hoping that people follow my lead, because we have to have a new philosophy. And the philosophy has to be that our leadership is not defined by this anymore. It's not. This is something that we earned. I earned this 3 years ago. Okay? So does it mean something to me? Yes. Does it give me entitlement? No. What gives me entitlement in 2018 are the leaders that I developed, are the directors that I help become directors, not just once. The directors that I show how to hit director, earn $250 a week, and maintain their rank. That is what will define me, not this. Okay? So we're taking it to another level, Johnny and Jack. We're the leadership. So I am challenging each and every one of you nationals and above to take the same stance that I'm taking and to say, hey, the hell with this. Let's get back to the basics, because where I'm going to be going in Chicago and Detroit, hell, I'm going to have to hide this. Okay. Johnny, you know you all live in Detroit. You know damn well I can't go to Detroit with this ring on, okay? Where I'm going to be going in the neighborhoods, this ring, I'm going to have to hide. But I am very serious. I'm laughing. But this new chat is a chat that you're going to have to earn your way into. And by earning your way into it, you're going to have to be bringing new stories, edifying, because that's what the chat should be about. The chats that we do you should be, because we don't even know at the national level, we can never lose sight of the new stories of directors. And I'm going to take blame for that too, because there was a time where I didn't even know new directors, but I'm changing it. So I'm not shaming anybody, because I was victim of that. But what I'm going to do is now I'm changing it. I'm going to create this chat. This chat is going to be a chat designed to let everybody know, the leadership know, hey, we have this new director that's doing big things. We have this new regional that just hit regional. Their story is incredible. We have this new exec. Man, this story is unbelievable. It's incredible. So, man, this is what I'm excited about. Y'all have to excuse me, I'm a little congested because I'm working through this with the flu. But hey, I'm on my NRG and I'm on my NutriBurst. I'm on my Chaga. I'm making a comeback. But listen, y'all stay tuned. You need to be in Atlanta. You need to be in Houston. Okay, because the kickoff event is coming up in Atlanta. You need to be there. And I don't care what you are, what you got going on. Listen, as a leader, when you know that there are big events that are taking place that are beneficial to the people, see, you can't want to be recognized as a leader in this company if you're not present as a leader, okay? You can't want to be recognized when it's time to shine. You want to be a leader, you got to suck it up and do what leaders do. And the people that are most talked about in this industry, like you talk about Tanisha Graham, a lot of people question Tanisha. Where is Tanisha? What is she doing? You know, with the people that are never heard, they're doing the most. The James Dentleys, nobody probably even knows who James Dentley is, but let me introduce you to James Dentley. James Dentley is a global director, and James Dentley is personally sponsored by me. This guy on my pay, like he maxes out the binary every week. You don't even hear about him. You know why? Because he's busy making money. Okay? He's busy making money. And he's developing new leadership. Tanisha Graham, Stormy Wellington. You know, Stormy, a lot of people hear about Stormy Wellington, but I don't care what anybody says. Tanisha Graham, James Dentley, they're some of the hardest working people in TLC. You got, listen, I just had a conversation today, Johnny, with Denise Lee. Man, I had a great conversation with her. Man, listen, she's so fired up and ready to go. And I think that's our job, John, is to, you know, to go back to leadership and spark something in them, say controversial things to them, piss them off, get them going, you know, and you know I do that well, okay? But, man, and then it's been such a pleasure working with you directors, execs, and regionals with this project we have, because your energy has sparked something to me. John, we do this Zoom, and what happens is that, man, it starts at 8 o'clock at night every Sunday. Man, these people are on this call at 20 minutes till, okay? They're not getting on like, yeah, well, you know, let me make my entrance. They're not getting on like that. No entitlement. Man, they're on at a quarter till because they're hungry and they respect the process. So, man, we're going to take this to another level. I'm all in. I'm back to the streets, John. But listen, you guys, in closing, I want to bring up my man, John Licari. Listen, we laugh a lot, but John got to be the hardest working person in TLC. You know, he's forced, unfortunately, to make some tough decisions. And, but there, you know, I respect it because, you know, he's charged with keeping the company afloat. And he sees things that we don't see, you know, but he always has his game face on because he never lets us see him sweat, you know, and I think we lose sight of the fact that John is human. John has a family, you know, he's had challenges, but despite the challenges he's had with his family, health-wise, listen, he never shows. He doesn't make excuses. He shows up to the office, and you got to know our headquarters is in Detroit and is in Michigan, okay? And it ain't easy going to work in the morning in Michigan, okay? So, but, hey, John, I want you to personally know, man, that I have a tremendous amount of respect for you, man. I appreciate all that you do, man, and all that you've done for me and my family. So I want to turn it over to John Licari.
Well, Kenny, first of all, thank you for the kind words. And I just want you to know it's definitely a labor of love, definitely committed to this cause that we have, which is TLC, more than a decade ago for so many different reasons. And I'm just inspired daily by people like yourself and people who see and understand the vision. And it keeps me going. And there's tough days for me, and there's tough days for my staff, and there's tough days for Jack Fallon and Kenny Lloyd, but there's a bigger cause here. I mean, there's people that are depending on us, and you got to put your shoes on, tie your laces, and go to work every day. I mean, and that's what we're going to committed to do for 2018. But Ken, you covered a lot of ground and you said a lot of great stuff. And a couple things I just wanted to touch base on and really hit on. You talked about all the different meetings that are going on across the country. And, I've been talking with leadership the last several weeks. And, 3 or 4 years ago, that was viewed as such a great thing. We had all these meetings happening everywhere. And Denise and Tanisha and Stormy and everybody were having these meetings. And Greg, Lanika, Scott, and Twyla Porters. And the view of it was, wow, look at TLC. They got so much going on. That looks like such an exciting company. I want to be part of it. And you touched on the fact that, some people, and, Jack, me and Jack have had these conversations as well. Some people have, kind of changed their perspective on that and viewed it as, hey, maybe these people are not supporting each other. Maybe they're divided. Well, that's just not true. TLC is bigger, stronger, better than ever. And it's going to continue to move forward because it's bigger than any one of us. And another thing you touched on, Kenny, that I think is very important, and corporate 100% backs this. And we're going to start showing you that we back this at our events, the way we recognize people, the way we edify people, the new metrics that we set up as far as recognition goes, is our directors, our executives, and our regionals. Guys, these are the lifeline of our company. These guys are out there working hard, sharing our products with as many people as possible, teaching them how to lose weight, teaching them how to feel great, teaching them how to make a couple extra dollars for their family, and maybe even parlay that into a full-time job with TLC to where they can leave their full-time job and start a new career. So they're so important. So we're going to start recognizing that more. We're going to start recognizing retail more. We're going to come out with the 250 Club, which is, you've earned $250 in retail bonus 4 weeks in a row. We're going to launch that in Atlanta. We're going to start recognizing those people. We're going to definitely still always respect and edify and talk about our nationals and our globals and above. But at the same time, there's not enough time during an event, there's not enough room in the newsletter, or there's not enough hours in a day to edify and respect and talk about every single person that's ever achieved anything in TLC. So, your nationals and your globals, you might get a little bit less airtime this year, but if you're creating directors and you're creating executive directors, every time we talk about them, we're going to be talking about you. Every time they get stage time, they get in the newsletter, they get on a Facebook post, they're probably going to be talking about you. So it's going to continue, and this thing's going to continue, and it's going to be great. And you're going to see us make a definite shift in how we recognize and the behavior that we reward here at TLC in 2018. So I'm excited for that, and I'm excited for Atlanta. I'm excited for Vegas, which is in March, and I know Kenny is hosting an event in Houston in February, where kind of like a director's boot camp, and there's some training there. I'm really excited for that. I know we're going to support that as well. And there's so many meetings going on across the country that we're going to be supporting. So you'll be seeing Jack Fallon, myself, Scott Bania, Kenny Lloyd. We're going to be supporting all people because we are a family, and that's really what I want to touch on myself personally. And Jack Fallon gave me his blessing because this is his heart. This is, TLC, everybody knows our story, right? When you talk to people in the industry, they say, oh yeah, I know who you guys are. You guys started in a basement and you created this cool movement and all these people joined. And I think what people don't know about our story, or maybe it was lost a little bit, which is why back to basics is such a great term for this year. I'm going to personally get back to really explaining to people and reminding them, starting with myself and my staff and hopefully the field, why TLC is even in existence. Jack Fallon launched TLC for one reason. The one reason was because we saw a great potential in this industry, and we thought it was great, but we didn't think anybody was doing it the right way. So I know some people have heard the term, well, it's different here. It is different here at TLC. But the reason why TLC launched was because we knew that we could make a difference in the industry. We wanted to do it the exact opposite way that it was being done. We wanted to be approachable, accessible, have affordable products, compensate people fairly for sharing those products, teach people how to lose weight, have products that actually work, answer the phone when it rings, shake people's hand even if they've only been with the company for 2 days. Take people's pictures with people, even if they haven't hit a rank yet. Answer someone's Facebook post. Pay them every week instead of once a month. Make them not jump through 16 hoops to hit a rank or to get money. Not make them do $6,000 in sales and spend $800 to earn $150, which is some of the things that were happening in the industry. So that's why TLC is in existence. That's why we launched TLC. The founder, Jack Fallon, launched this company not for profits. He launched it to make a difference. It's part of our name, Total Life Changes, right? We're changing lives, but our goal is to change the industry. Let's change the industry together, guys. Join us in this movement, and please remind people when you have these meetings, when you have a home party, when you have a three-way call, when you do a Facebook post, it's TLC, and here's why it's different here. Here's why we're in business. I think that message is so powerful, and people need to be reminded of that. Even if you're talking to your family over a holiday dinner, one of your best friends that knows that you've been involved in TLC for 2 years, maybe you never sat them down and told them, hey, here's why I'm part of TLC. It's the best thing happening out there. We're direct sales first. We're MLM second, and what we are is we care about people. We're a family. We love the spirit of TLC is bigger, better, stronger than anything else out there. And we definitely want to change the world and change the industry because we know how powerful this industry is. It can definitely change lives if it's done the right way. And we just felt it wasn't being done the right way. So that's how TLC was born. And then the story goes from there and everybody knows the rest of the story. But I think, for me, myself personally, that's very important to go back to that and make sure everybody understands that. So Kenny, your 2 or 3 points that you hit on, we're just spot on. And here at corporate, we're totally on board with that. But another thing that I wanted to really, mention to people is people are looking for us, guys. I've said this before. If there's 400 million people in the United States, there's probably 398 million that have never heard of TLC. And some of those people are looking for us. And if they find us and we squander that opportunity by not telling them why TLC is in existence, not explaining to them what our mission statement is, not explaining to them how great our products are, not sharing the great testimonials that we've created, and we let them people walk out of our door or walk out of our life without getting them to just stop for 30 seconds and listen about how great TLC is, how great the products are, how great the opportunity is, that's a tragedy to me because we really seriously can change that person's life. And we have to take advantage of that. So, the new recognition, the new way we're going to recognize people, obviously I already touched on that. I'm just looking at my notes here, excuse me. But, that's really all I have to say. I thank Jack for his time this evening. I thank Kenny. I really am looking forward to a great 2018. I've talked to so much leadership the last 2 or 3 weeks. I really use this time, since some of you have taken a mental vacation in the field and kind of, taking the holidays off, which is okay. I've used my time wisely, and I've talked to a lot of leadership in the field. And really, everyone's excited about, turning a new leaf, having a new focus, some of the new initiatives we have going, and really all getting back on the same page, which we were never really off of the same page, but the appearance was that we were. So let's get back to touring together, hugging each other, taking pictures with each other, recognizing the great, great people and stories that are being created. I'm going to continue to work as hard as I can and continue to change and evolve with the marketplace around me and try to bring you guys the best tools, try to communicate more often with you, and really try to do whatever I can to make this thing great because we really seriously are at just scratching the surface of becoming the best story ever told. And if you want to be a part of that and you want more people to be a part of that, please, please, please help us on this mission. And I will tell you, I've had the honor of touring the country, not just for TLC events, but industry events. And I've sat down at lunch with C-level executives from billion-dollar companies, $600 million companies, startups, and many of them ask me this question, and it kind of really upsets me. And hopefully it upsets you. A lot of C-level executives ask me, why do you guys have to do that? Why do you have to pay so much? Why do you have to not charge as much as we do? Why do you have to, shake everyone's hand and take pictures with every single person? We don't want to do that, and you guys make us look bad. Well, because this is what TLC is all about. We're family. We love you. We appreciate you. We put our pants on one leg at a time, just like every single person that's part of TLC, and we're never going to forget that. And Jack Fallon reminds us of that daily, like he said earlier in this call. And I'm going to take it back to Kenny and let him maybe close us out too, just by saying hello, goodbye, or whatever. But I have one bit of great news that actually takes effect this evening, Kenny. All right. So, and Kenny's going to love this because he's in Houston.
Corporate cars.
You're on Central Time, right, Kenny?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So starting this evening, January 4th, our commission week is now going to end at midnight Central Time. Okay. So we are moving to a Central Time midnight Thursday night commission weekend. So what does that mean for you all out there? It means you have one more hour tonight extra to make those sales, hit those ranks, do those rally calls, get people excited. Let's get some product into some new people's hands. And we're going to continue moving forward, staying on Central Time. So for tonight, you have one extra hour. Hopefully that means that the hour you spent with us on this call, we're going to make up for it here after the call. And thank you so much for your time. Kenny, you have anything to say before we check out?
Listen, having said that, I want to say two things. Number one is when you begin your pay week with a sense of urgency, you never end it with a sense of emergency. Okay?
Yes.
You never do, because John, you know, when people are trying to hit rank, they're calling you, they're missing the deadline, asking for favor, but it's because they didn't begin it with a sense of urgency, with a plan. So you all, going into the new year, begin each pay period with a deliberate sense of urgency. Also, I want to commend Jeff Simpson, being the leader he is, because Jeff called me this morning. And he called me and he was really talking about the direction of where we're going. And it's always pleasant to have leadership call you and let you know that we're all in with you. That whatever, Jeff was saying that, listen, whatever we need, whatever TLC needs, Kenny, whatever you need, we're there for you, it's good to get calls like that. And I could not end this call without mentioning that and reaching out to Jeff and telling him thank you for that call this morning, because it really lifted my spirit, and I appreciate you. Okay, so having said that, guys, look, our communication is going to get better. We're going to kick the industry's butt this year, and I mean for real, we're going to kick them in the seat of the pants, because the one thing that in closing is that there's no better compensation plan, there's no better products. We have been in business for over 17 years. Listen, and we're here for the long haul. The question is, are you? Y'all have a good evening. We love you. Hey, let's go, John. We're taking it to another level, Jack. We'll see you on the other side of money.
I love it, Kenny. Thank you so much. That was a great closing message. And my closing message to everybody is this. Don't miss Atlanta. Like Kenny said, tickets are still on sale. www.backtobasicstour.com. You can get your Atlanta tickets there, your Vegas tickets, and follow our HQ page we're going to start promoting everybody's events around the country and letting you know if there's an event in Houston or in Florida or in North Carolina or in New York or in Philadelphia. We want to make sure that we're part of letting you know that the TLC message is going to be being told in your local neighborhood, and we invite you to be there.
And how much are these tickets, John?
The tickets for Atlanta, $44.95. So very, very affordable. Some really cool surprises there. We're going to launch a lot of new things there. There's an app that's going to launch there that's unbelievable. There are some new recognition levels. There's also a contest that's going to be launched there, a retail contest for a free trip. So hopefully you can join us, and we're all going to be there. So definitely we want to sit down with you, meet you, shake your hand, look you in the eyes, and let you know that TLC is for real. We're here. We're with you. We have your back, and we're definitely your biggest cheerleader. So meet us there in Atlanta. If we miss you in Atlanta, we'll see you in Vegas or Houston or any of the other great TLC events that are happening around the country. And I think the best thing you said, Kenny, is every event is a TLC event. Doesn't matter who's hosting it, what city it's in, what country it's in. Like Jack Fallon said, doesn't matter what gender you are, what race you are, what religion you are. TLC was founded for everybody, the common man. And we're all a common man, deeply rooted, in our hearts. So Let's continue to spread the TLC message. Let's make great things happen, and let's continue to create those stories that we're proud to tell our friends and family about. I mean, I think that's the most important message for me for tonight. So enjoy the extra hour on the commission week this week. Kenny, thank you for your time. Jack Fallon, who's traveling out of the country, thank you for spending some time with us on this very, very important 2018 message. And we look to see you soon at an event or communicate and connect with you somehow throughout the year. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, Kenny. Thanks, Jack.
Thank you all. Love you guys.